Yo, this is Snoop Dogg Derivative here on Living on the Edge with my guest star, Law of Signs. What's up? So, Law of Signs, is there a message you'd like to give to your fans out there? You know what there is, actually. People think I can't be used for practical purposes. Is that so? You wanna give us a little taste of who you are, what you do? I'd love to. I'm right here. My drug dealer Bob, he's standing 20 feet away, 45-degree angles from a cop that's standing 52 degrees between us two. Now, you see, if I'm standing on this corner waiting for Bob to approach me from 20 feet away, I need to know who's gonna make it first, Bob or the cop. So what do? I use law of signs. Sine over B, sine of C over C. I use the law of signs. I substitute the values, and I get 17.9. So who makes it there first? The cop. I know not to make this deal. Busted. You brat in a whiteboard? Impressive. Coming up next, you'll see the premiere of Law of Signs' new video, Slacker Kid. I'm just a slacker student and I know why. Trying to find my homework on the Wi-Fi. Instead I wrote these rhymes and do not have any time. All I wanted is to learn these concepts, but now I got no time, so I stick with this. This class is such a struggle, but please. BobTube is pleased to present you with the world premiere of the new movie. Tell you to follow the first commandment. Show thy work. Mr. Hamlin? So we need to find out who will get to the knife first. Using the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, we can find this out. We know that Mr. Hamlin and Hunter are 2 feet from each other, and Mr. Hamlin is 4 feet from the knife. Substituting the values, we can compute that Hunter is 4.47 feet from the knife. Therefore, Mr. Hamlin has the advantage and will get to the knife first. Slater can't save you now! I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. Welcome to the Butcher Funeral Home and Loan. I just wanted to discuss with you some of your options after the incident. So we were going over some of these options for you guys, and well, I figured you would be going with the premium options. I mean, she was your only daughter, you know. I wouldn't stick with the basic options for this. And we came up to a total of $50,000. Now I realize that's a little bit out of your price range, of your basic, $20,000 that you initially had to budget for. But I figured that since it was your only daughter, you'd want to go a little above and beyond for her final farewell. We also offer loans. So as we were discussing, we do offer loans. And you did mention that you had $30,000 put away in the bank. So I figured we'd do a $20,000 loan. I have two options for you guys. So we have a compounded continuously at 3.0% for 15 years, or we could go compounded monthly at 4.20% for 15 years. You and your wife can discuss these options and see which one fits you best, and just let us know whenever. I would personally advise you to go for the compounded monthly at 4.20%, but that's just me. You guys can do whatever option you think fits best.
I think we should use the continuous one.
I don't know. I think we can trust her, right?
I don't know. Let's use our math utility belt to find out.
To calculate which interest rate would be best for them, we're going to use the continuous and monthly formulas for interest. The continuous formula is I equals PE to the RT, subbing in your principal rate of $20,000 for 3.00% as your rate for 15 years to get a final interest of $31,366.24. Now the monthly formula is P times 1 plus R over N to the NT, subbing in for the principal rate of $20,000, the rate of 4.20% for 15 years, and then you get a final interest of $37,150.93. So the continuous formula would be best.
See, my math utility belt just proved the continuous formula works better. We should do it.
Okay. So continuously at 3.0%, sounds good.
Dearly beloved, we gather here today to mourn the loss of Hunter Jurgens. This woman served her community with great pride. This man we see before us today really knew what the meaning of friendship was. This object persevered in her community, and this human tree did indeed teach us all a valuable lesson. I would like to read you now from the book of Genesis. It's about the great flood that the Lord brought upon the people of the world. And God said, "Hey, Noah, you seem like a pretty chill guy. Build me a boat." And Noah said, "How wide?" He had some perseverance, as we need to have to get through the death of our friend. And then God said, "Yay! I'm gonna flood this earth." And then he did. But Noah lived. He brought two, every animal on the ark. And then after that, he was like, okay, there's gonna be some inbreeding, but we can get past it as a community. And all the animals went, "Ah!" as they could not speak. And then finally, the Lord put a rainbow into the sky to show the people of earth that he would not flood it again, except for in small portions, and when it's like people in Thailand and whatnot. So let us not fall into temptation, and let us remember the lesson that the great flood taught us, which is, when people die, it's okay. So again, Hunter, with your kind of painted nails that's working its way off, bless you Now the family that has come here today not only brought us the body physically, meaning they could be suspects in the murder, but also did not buy a coffin. Most would say that's a problem, but we here at this church, which is outside, say nay. Not a problem, but a solution. For now, we can be very close with the deceased and feel the curves of the departed one last time. Who can say?
So our parents bought the coffin, but they wanted to make sure she'd fit in it first. So they found the volume of the box made by the piece of wood 7 feet by 3 feet. To find the volume, you do length times width times height, which equals 7 minus 2x times 3 minus 2x times x. You simplify that, you get 4x cubed minus 20x squared plus 21x. Plug that into your graphing calculator to find your maximum, which you get 0.6529 equals x and 6.2986 equals y. Plug your y value into your original equation to get 338.34 feet cubed as your